Yeah, what I am intending to show us this evening, we have several ways of importing data or populating our database. Some we make use of SQL statements, probably some SQL statements that were exported from another database and that another relational databases. So we can move it in here. Then another way is by importing a CSV file into a Postgres. But what I'm going to show us this evening is I'm going to download a sample database that came with Postgres. So I'm going to download it and import it. Show us how to do that. Then we can have a sample database to work with. We have that. Then the other one, I will send us a video and a file to use to the link so that we can practice with that. Though I've worked with that, I've done one of the sample database that came with Postgres. So I will delete it. I think I have quite a number of them. This is one, rental DVDs. This is DVD rental, it's still the same thing. So I'm going to delete all of them, then download it again, then show us how to upload it. So let me delete this. Now, when you want to delete a database, you don't delete a database, you drop a database. So if you delete a database, you are not wiping it off completely. You are only wiping off or getting rid of the content. But when you drop, you wipe off everything. You get rid of everything. And that's what drop means in SQL or in database. So I'm going to right click on this guy and I'm going to say drop. Do you want to drop these DVD rentals? Yes. So I've dropped it. And at the same time, I can use SQL statements. Let me open the query too and drop this database. Drop rental DVDs. Drop database. Okay, because it is open. Yeah, because it is open, you may not drop it. So let me disconnect it. Yes, I've disconnected it. So let me drop it. Drop because it's open. Okay. Don't worry. The guy is telling me it cannot be dropped, so I'll use my SQL shell to drop it. You know, like I told us, when you open your SQL shell and you are typing your password, it's not going to show. It's a means of security. So I'm trying to connect to this guy. I'm not supposed to connect. I'm supposed to drop it straight away. Drop this guy. Okay, sorry. Drop database. It's being accessed by other users. Okay, what does that mean? That means there's a session going on with that. So it's not, I think it's trying to because I've opened it here. Okay, don't save it. So you can see it's gone. So if I should try and check the list of all the databases that are there, it's no more there. Or let me just refresh this guy. Let me refresh my databases. You see that it's gone. It's gone. Then I have another one, rental DVDs. So let me remove that too. Let me delete that too. Okay, so I'm coming in here. Oh, sorry, I have to come down. Drop database rental. So you have to give it a correct spelling. Rental DVDs. It has dropped it. So once I refresh this, my database, say that the guy has disappeared. The guy has disappeared. So now what I want to do is I will go to google.com straight away and search for NEPA. What's all this? And search for DVD rentals. DVD rentals. DVD rental database. You can see Postgres sample database. So I'm going to download it. It has 15 tables. It has 15 tables. So I will download it. Now it has downloaded. No, I just downloaded the sample database. So what I will do is just to link it. Okay, so let me just bring this down. Now, before you import it, so you have to create an empty database. Give it any name of your choice. So I'll still retain my DVD rentals. I'll still retain my DVD rental. So I'll save it. Thank you, man. So I just created my DVD rentals. So the guy is gone. Where are you, DVD rentals? DVD rental. So let me refresh. I can look for the guy. Okay, DVD rental. So I have to connect to it by clicking it. So I'll right click, then I'll click on restore. Click on restore. But with this, I'm not sure this guy will go yet. Hold on, let me go to my, this guy is in .zip. Let me, I have to export it because this guy only understand .tar. So let me unzip it. So I have my .tar. So it's .tar. I'm going to import. So right click this guy, restore. And it's telling me custom.
Sorry, sir.
TR.
Sorry.
Okay, sir. I'm listening.
How did you convert to .tr? Please?
I extracted it. If you have Zipper or on Zipper, there's one app on Zipper. Then if you are using Edge, you can open it. So what I did was to right click on it. Where is my okay? I created another folder. So let me delete this guy so that you see it. I right click on it and I said extract here. So when it extracted it, it gave me .tar. Gave me .tar, which is a little bit larger than .zip. Zip is to compress. So I'll right click on this guy, then click on restore. Then I'll try and look for the location. Let me click on it again. The file name. So you look for the location by click on this dot line. Once you click on it, you try and search for your location. So I have it in my download. So I'm trying to locate my download. Where's the download? My download. I think I have. Okay, let me go to home. Sorry. This is desktop. This is this. This is. Okay, hold on. Let me pick it again. I think. Okay. So I'm inside HHP path. So okay, this is my downloads. So I double click it. It take me there. No, not that. Okay, yeah. So my folder, I'll look for that folder I created now. That's DVD rentals. Okay, this DVD rental. This is the folder. Then this is the .tar that I extracted. DVD rental.tar that I extracted. So I'll select it. Once I select it, then you can see, you can check your restore options. So you're not going to check anything here. Just leave it as it is. Just leave it as it is. Then go back to general, then you click restore. You can see in no time that started running, then it will tell me successfully completed. So I'm going to refresh this guy. So after you've successfully restored the sample database, you must, the sample database has 15 tables. It has 15 tables. So when you expand it, I expand my DVD rentals and expand the schemas, you go to your tables. If you count the number of tables, you must have 15 tables in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 different tables inside our sample database, which is DVD rentals. Now, for some of us, we may try to restore this database, and it may give us some difficulty, may asking us the path and all of that. So I will send us a video on that too. Probably I'll first of all send that video. Then before sending us another video to help us to import data using CSV file. Okay. Now let's query this database. One good thing about this guy is this. One good thing about this guy is this. You can query all these tables inside your database. You can query all of them one by one. So the first table is actor. So let's get what is inside the actor. Select all from actor. Look at what we have inside the actor table. We have actor ID, first name, last name, and timestamp without time zone. Okay. Sorry, please, 1 minute. 1 minute, please. This guy is disturbing me. Hello. So this is what we have inside our table, sorry, actor table. This is what we have inside actor table. We have about 200 rows inside our actor table. So we can query other ones too. So let's query select all from country. I'm just selecting it randomly. So this is what we have. We have 109 rows affected. So let me do another one. Select all from payments. This one we have as a payment. And now, if we look at this thing, our database, like I told us the other time, it's meant to be a back end. We are not meant to see it. We are not meant to interact directly with it. It's the work of a DBA that they have direct access to it. They interact with it and all of that. But if you have to pull anything out from our database, want to pull something out, we can let me rerun this actor table. Let me rerun this actor table. Now, this guy has actually, I've run this, and these are all the stuff that I have pulled out. I think we have about 200 rows. We have 200 rows. Now, we've gotten this. You can actually pull this out. Can actually pull this out and work with it directly. So when you export this, you export it as a CSV file. You can see this icon. This is the icon you are going to use to export it. This is the icon you are going to use to export it, or you click F8. So I just click on that. So let me give it a name, actor, and put it on my desktop. That's actor. Let me name it actor underscore table. So it's a CSV file. So I just did that. So let me go and look for it on my table, on my desktop. Okay, this is it. So once you open it, so that's how you can actually export data from your database. So we can, okay, this is it. This is the ID. This is the first name, last name, and the last update. And let's put them side by side. Now see, actor ID, the first name, the last name, the last update. Okay, so if you have to pull your data out from your database, query the database, and you export it. When you export it, it's going to come out like a CSV file. It's going to come out like a CSV file. Then at the same, okay, let's just leave it like this. Let's just say leave it like, because we can we can export it as a SQL statement, as SQL query too. But let's leave it like this so that I don't compound a lot of things for us. Now we have 15 tables to play with. At least for some of us that we've not created database, we've not really done anything, inserting and all of that. We have a sample database that we can play with. You can practice all those SQL queries, all those SQL statements. You can practice all of them with this. You can practice all of them. You can update, you can delete, you can drop, you can insert, you can do a whole lot of stuff with all of this. Do we have any question?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I didn't see how you inserted that zip file that you converted to tar. I didn't see how you uploaded it into this PG admin.
You didn't see it?
Yes. I didn't catch it. I think you were very fast. Yeah.
Okay. Any other person with this?
I got the other ones.
Okay. Any other person with similar issue? Hello?
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
yes.
Mine is the how you drop the database using the command line prompt, using the SQL shell.
Okay. That's for you, Mr. Kolawole, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other thing? So that we take it one at a time.
Okay, probably maybe when you want to do that, sir, maybe you start from the beginning, how
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, sir.
I'll do that. Any other thing, so that I will take all of them once and for all. Then we move on to the next thing. Hello. Okay. So let me just do this. I'm looking at one of the database. I'm not going to make use of. I'm not making use of or something. Or let me just create another one. Let me create another one. I'll call it trial. And we assume that this my trial database, it has data is been uploaded. Okay, so let me look for it. The guy is there. This is it. So you come to your SQL shell. You know how to connect to your SQL shell. So all you just write is drop database trial without connecting to it, because by the time you double click this guy, you will have connected to it if you double click it, and
okay,
the database and the query is not going to take effect. It's not going to take effect. It's going to trigger an error, saying that like probably somebody is working inside that database because it's been opened and somebody has connected to it. So it's not going to drop. So it's not going to, the statement is not going to take effect. Okay, so you don't connect to it. So the difference between when you connect to a database and when you're not connected to it is this. You see this color, the color changes. This DVD rentals, this EDB sample, Postgres, all these ones have been connected to. But all these ones that are gray and has a red mark sign, cross sign on them. Those ones have not been connected to. All these databases have not been connected to. So likewise, the trial database, I've not connected to it. So just write your simple statement, drop database trial. Then you click your enter, then you dropped it.
Okay, sir.
It's still here, so, but I will just refresh. Once I refresh, you see that this guy has reduced to 27 from 28, and the trial database is gone. And that's that, right? I've answered your question. So to the second question, before you import the sample database, you must have first of all created an empty database, which I did. I created this. It was an empty database. Then I downloaded the sample database, which is DVD rentals. I downloaded the sample database and I extracted it, because what we are going to upload is .tar. So when you extract it, it's going to give you the .tar. So you right-click on your empty database and you click on restore. You click on restore, then you click the file name, the location in which you have your file. So you click on it. Mine is on downloads inside DVD rental folder, and which is this. So I select it, then I click select. Then after that, then I click restore. Okay, let me bring it so that you see that the guy will be enabled. You can see this guy is enabled. So you just click restore. Once you click restore, it's going to run and it's going to tell you it's loading or something, then it's going to tell you restored successfully. Okay, have I answered your question, bro? Have I answered your question, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question, please? Hello?
Sorry, can you hear me?
I'm with you. I'm hearing you, man.
Okay, please, I'm sorry. How do you connect? You went down somewhere to connect
I didn't get you.
SQL statement.
I didn't get you, please.
How do you connect your database?
Which one of them?
The one you're
PG
just
admin
doing now,
4?
where you went to.
Hold on. PG admin 4 or SQL shell?
SQL shell, yeah.
SQL shell. Okay, so let me close this guy first. So you come to your search bar, you type SQL shell. So that you type SQL shell or you type PSQL. So if you type PSQL and you are not seeing it, type SQL shell. Okay. So once it comes up, you click it. When you click it, it's coming up saying server localhost. You are not typing anything, just hit your enter key. Enter, then database Postgres. Enter the port 5432. Enter the username Postgres. Enter. So when you get to password for user Postgres, the password you key in during installation, that's what you are going to key in here too. So I'm going to enter my password. Now you see this environment. Now I'm connected to my Postgres. I'm connected to my Postgres database engine. So whatever, all the database I have here, I can control them from this environment. This is another environment to interact with your database. Have I answered your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other question, please? Hello?
That restore is not working on my own. I don't know why.
I know why.
Why?
I said it earlier before. Probably you were not on. I'm like, you are going to have an issue with that because you've not worked with it. It's going to be asking you for maybe binary path or something.
No,
So
yes. He said utility file not found.
Yes,
Please
I know.
correct
I
binary
will send.
path.
I will send a video to put you through how to do all of that. It's just a short video. Okay, I will send it immediately after the class. Send that, then send the second one for another exercise. Hello, any other question? Okay, so if you do not have any other questions, so let's just practice some of our query. We can filter, we can select all. If you look at this statement, select all from actor table. We've been selecting the whole columns. So we can select few. Okay, before we even select, let's inspect this guy. Let's inspect them. Okay, this is our table. So let me just convert this to a table proper. Okay, I don't want to convert it to a table. So let me just put filter. Let me just put filter there so that I can sort this guy. Okay, this is just this. Okay. 1 to 200. Okay, let me see. We have, I'm not sure if we have people bearing the same name. Jennifer, this, okay, so let's just do something. Select first name. First name, last name from actor. Okay, it's just going to select first name and last name. First name and last name. That's what the guy will select. So we do not select the ID and we do not select the updates. So we filtered it. So now we can as well say, using our where clause, select first name, last name from actor, where first name equals, let me just guess, equals John. If there's anything like John, if there's anything like John, if you have anything like John, it's going to bring it up. You can see we have John Suvari. So let's assume that we have more than one person bearing John. So it's going to bring up everyone bearing John. It's going to bring them up. So let me check another one. I think I saw something like Vivian. So I thought I saw something like Vivian. Okay, let me check from here. Maybe Vivian happens to be the last name. Or maybe my spellings. Okay, Vivian, not Vivian. Vivian. It's Vivian, not Vivian. You can see. Okay, we have two of them bearing Vivian as their first name. You have two people. So we can use SQL statements to filter our database. Can use SQL statement to filter it, to do a whole lot of stuff with it. Okay, now let's look at some of the Then something I forgot to show us this. You can comment out your query in SQL, especially in your query editor within this environment. You can comment them out by using dash dash. So everything that you type immediately after dash dash, just double dash, it's not going to run. You see them as a comment. Okay, we want to try average sum count. Okay, so we can use all of this. We can do all of it. So if I highlight all of this and run it, it's not going to have any effect. You can see. But if the moment I remove the comments, you see error. You can see it's telling me these guys are error. But the moment I put double dash, that means we comment them out. So we can count these are payments. We can count the payments. We can find the average. Okay, the amounts. We can count it by saying select count amount from payment. Select count amount from payments. So it's telling us that we have 14,000 rows. 14,000 rows, all of them. And if you select all of this, you can see 14,596. Then we can do it a little bit further by saying select all from payments where amount is greater than 5. I don't know. Okay. It's okay. Let's see. Where amount is greater than 5. You can see all the amounts that are greater than 5, because this guy is in numerical. So everything that is greater than 5, that's what is going to pull out for us. And that's what is going to pull out for us. So we are trying to filter. And at the same time, we can do greater than 7.9. Since we have 7.9 there, 7.99. Let me do 7.99 because we have 7.99 there. So you can see everything that is greater than 7.99. So it's going to bring it out for us. Okay. Then another thing is this. We can actually sum all the payments. We can actually find the total, that is the sum of all the payments. Select sum, okay, select sum amounts where we can still use where the amount is greater than 7.99. That is, all the amounts that are greater than 7.99, you should sum them up. Okay, the amount is not, amount exists now. Let me share, it exists. Then the amount exists. Okay, let me. Okay, so you sum all of them. You sum all the amounts together. But let me now check that where amount is greater than 7.99. Trying to, you can see. So all the amounts that are greater than 7.99, you can sum them up. Then likewise, we can find the average of the amounts. from payment. Select average amount from payment. Okay, it's function average does not exist. No, that's not possible. For me. Okay, look at it. If counts can work, definitely average should work. It works. Okay. Okay. It does not take full average. It's taking AVG.
I wanted to ask if that's not the cause.
Yeah, it's taking AVG. It does not take average. So when you want to find average, you do AVG. When you want to find total, you do sum. And at the same time, you can give it an alias by saying as average amount. You can see it will just change the title temporarily. Not that that's how it's going to reflect in the database. So it's just change the amount. Okay. Okay, that's cool. So we can do all of this, and we can do all of these little statistics functions on any column that has numeric values. You can do statistic functions, sum, average, count on a numeric value that does not, sorry, on a column that does not have a numeric data type, that their data type is not of numeric values. It's not going to work. It's going to trigger an error. So with this, we can play around with any one of them, any of the table. You can pull any of the table and check what you have in there, query them. When you query it, you can export it, and from there you can do whatever you want to do with it. Okay? Do you have any question? Hello? Hello? Wow. You can actually store this, you can save your query for later use. For instance, let's assume the capstone query I'm going to give you, sorry, capstone project I'm going to give you on SQL. You are going to write all your query out like this. You save it. Let's assume the first question says, select all, that you should pull all the data, all the columns from a particular table. So you just write, you comment out, dash, you are commenting out question 1, and which is this, you pull it out. Then the second one, question 2, you type the query. So how do you save this query? Let's assume you are done with the capstone projects, you are done and all of that. So you want to save this, or probably it's not even capstone project. You may need the same query for another day or for another project, similar work. So how do you save it? So you come in here, this is a save icon, like a diskette. This is a diskette icon. So you click this drop down and you click save as. So it's going to bring this dialog box for you, a dialog box. You can see it's saying SQL. If you want to save it as SQL or you want to save it as all file, So if you want to save it as SQL, it's going to give you SQL extension. It's going to give you SQL extension. Maybe before we round up this class, I will show us that. I will show us sample of SQL statements and how to import that to use it to generate tables and all of that. So if you say all files, then you can just now give it a name. Let me call it text.txt. Okay, let me see. This guy is on. Okay, hold on. Create a table, create a folder, give it folder a name. And click inside this folder. What are you doing? No, I'm not replacing it. Okay. Hold on. Save as, where's my folder? Okay. All files. So I'm giving it a name, trial. So then click. So you can see file saved successfully. So let's say another time you want to make use of the file that you saved. So you just come here. This is open file or access key. So this is open file. So you click on it, then you go to the location, then you double click it. Now I've opened it. You can see it, trial. So I've opened it. So whichever one I need there, I'll just highlight it, run it. Or if I need to edit it to suit the project I'm working with, you just edit it. So you won't have to write the whole story all over again.
Hello, sir.
I'm listening. Hello, sir. I'm listening.
Just go back a bit. You are too fast.
Okay, I'm too fast. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. Which one you did not get?
After saving.
All over again. Okay, let me take it all over again.
Yes.
Let me take it all over again. So let me cancel this guy out. Just hold on a bit, 1 minute. Okay, so let's assume that these are all the queries we've written in the time past, and we know that we may likely need them another time. So you can save this query somewhere and bring it back when the time demands for it. So this icon, this diskette icon, so there's a drop down beside this diskette icon. So just click the drop down and you click save as. So save as, I created this folder, text folder. I created this text folder. So how do you create a folder when the guy brings up a dialog box like this? You click this folder with plus sign. Once you click it, it's going to give you, it's going to create a new folder for you. So this is a folder. So I click inside that folder. Once I click inside that folder, I will just give it a name. I will call it test. That is, test is the name of the file I want to save inside that folder. Okay, let me give it another name. Let me give it test statement, or let me just give it STM statement to abbreviate it. So once you type that, you can see that this create button is enabled. If I've not typed it, you can see it's not enabled, but I'm inside that folder. So the moment you give it a name, it's going to be enabled. Then you click on it. You can see file saved successfully. Okay, and you can see this guy. Now, let's now say another time you need this guy. You need to make use of it. You want to run it. So you can just open your query tool. When you open your query tool, then you click this folder. You click this folder to open it. So this is the first one that we saved earlier. So double click it, you can see it's going to open it. It's going to open it for you. So if you need to edit it to suit the work you are working on, then you just edit it. Probably you need to change the name of the table. You need to change the parameters and all of that. Then you edit it, then you run it. Okay? Any question? Hello? Everything you do in pgadmin 4 inside this query tool regarding the writing of query and all of that, you can do it. You can write the same query in SQL shell. But the issue is this: the pgadmin is a GUI interface. It's easier to work with than SQL shell. SQL shell is just plain like this. You can see you can't do any drag and drop. You have to write all the query all out. But within the pgadmin 4, you can still right click, you can drag, you can, but in SQL shell, you can't do all of that. In pgadmin 4, you can copy and paste. In SQL shell, if you don't know your way around it, you can't copy and paste. Okay, that's why most people run away from communicating with the database using SQL shell. When I first started as a DBA, I never liked working with SQL shell. But if you can take the pain to work with SQL shell, you'll be a better person in terms of becoming a DBA or SQL developer. Have I answered your question, sir?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello. Is it important that you have to, can you hear me?
You say? I'm with you.
Is it very important that you connect your database to SQL shell?
SQL shell? No, not really. It's not compulsory. It's not compulsory. All you want to do is just to communicate with your database, okay? But the advantage you have there is this: if your pgadmin 4, your pgadmin is down, okay, probably you cannot power it on or something, you can use your SQL shell to communicate with your database. Okay? Okay. So that you have to,
okay, and also you were saying something that
I'm listening.
I'm hearing you. You said
What did you
something
say?
that if we do not connect our database to the SQL shell, when we try to query, it might give us error or something like that.
No. I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. That if you do not connect, you have to connect to your database before you can work on it. That's what I mean. But when you want to delete it, you do not have to connect to your database, because once you connect to your database, it's as if you've opened it. You've opened your database. You want to start working with it. Okay. Have I answered your question?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other question? No question. Okay.